Well, hello, farming friends. Welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. Back on Manchester for the continuation of day 5 and our planting of field number 4. As you remember yesterday when we left off, we had plowed and put a little bit of that good stuff down in the field. Yeah, fertilizer. I'm brain dead this morning, sorry. But anyway, so we need to cultivate and seed, and that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and get my tractors fired up and get ready to go. And we'll get on out here. We got the cultivators all ready. And we'll move forward. And real quick reminder, guys, any of the mods that I use in this particular video today are available on my mod spreadsheet, as well as the map linked to Manchester is available in the show notes as well. So that will save us both a little bit of headache by telling you that right off the bat. Alright, so we are going to be seeding the field, so we need to select our seed fertilizer. We're going to be over here generating a course, clear out our old one. We're going to be using dual cultivators, so our working width is going to be 12 meters times 2. So that's going to give us 24 meters of working space. And I'm going to dial that down just to 23.5 just so we have a little overlap. We'll start in the northeast corner headed south. I'm going to do one headland on this field because I think that's plenty. Now that we don't have any ditches to, worry about. Alright, so field 4, 23.5, we're good. Generate our course. We'll come in here, our lane offset. This guy is going to be my outside tractor. And so his lane offset needs to be on the left side of this line. He needs to be over here. 5.9 meters or 6 meters, half of the working width of the tool. So the working width is 12 meters. I need to be half of that, which is 6 meters, and then I'm going to take a little bit off of it just for the overlap. So we're going to go 5.9. Oops. Went the wrong direction. Alright, then symmetric lane change is going to be activated. That just means that it will stay going up the field. It will be on the right side of the line. Coming down the field, it will be on the left side of the line. And I need that because that will make sure that the two tractors don't ever run into each other on a head-on collision. So, head-on collision, whatever. Alright, so he is set up to go, full drive activated, and I'll go get the other fent and we'll be good to go. Well, let's grab this one. Somebody asked the other day, they made a comment about this tractor. They went back and watched one of the videos. They tried to download it and they were talking about how it bounces around and all that good stuff. Again, the newest version of this bounces around. I am using a version right before this where he had fixed that prior to the patch coming out. Well, and then he went back and put a new version out and it bounces again. So that's the reason mine's not bouncing and yours is because I have an older version and the link is not available for it. There's just not a way to revert back to it unless you got it back then. Sorry about that. Hopefully one of these days. I've written him several times to get him to fix it, but he doesn't. And I don't know. I don't know what's up with him. He seems to be so focused on reskinning and tweaking all these older other tractors and not actually focused on mods. So I don't know. Well, he's focused on mods, but he's not focused on new stuff. So, alright, let's go back to what we were doing, because apparently I can't walk, talk, and chew gum today. Alright, let's go. Field number 4. And we're 24 meters on this, but we're doing 23.5, as I said. Same setup as the other one. South, no headland. Generate the course. Coming here, this one will be on the right hand side of the line, and it's going to be offset 5.9 meters to the right. There we go. And we are going to activate our symmetric lane change, and we're always going to use four-wheel drive. We'll go ahead and get that set up to go. And what did I do? I didn't put a headland on there. I didn't put the headland in. There we go. Much better. Much better. Alright. 5.9 to the right. Everything looks good. We are good to go. Gonna go ahead and set my tool down here on the ground. So get a little plow going. We'll head on over here. Get up in here. And say drive course. Wrong tool for this mode. Oh, I'm not seeding, I'm doing field work. What an idiot I am. What a buffoon. I'm a step ahead of myself is what I'm doing. There we go. Now we're going. That sure doesn't look right. 23 meters. These two just seem right up on top of each other. There's not 23 meters of space between these two courses. Oh, I know what it is. It's course play being stupid. I got you. I'm with you. Alright, so set this in. Change that to field work. Verify everything real quick. 23 headland. Offset left. Everything's good to go. And we are rolling. Alright, so I'm going to let these two guys do their thing, and what I'm going to do is go grab a couple more tractors and get set up for the seeding. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to cultivate and seed at the exact same time, basically. And this field will let me do it. So we're going to take the 939 here and the John Deere, and we are going to seed with them, and I'm going to set them up the exact same way I just set up the cultivators, and we'll do this real quick. So I'm going to just top my seed off, make sure I have plenty. It shouldn't be an issue, but it never hurts to have plenty of seed. And we'll go ahead and set up for canola. And because I have plenty of margin at the top of the fields, I'm not even going to worry about a headland or anything else like that. I'm going to come into course play, and we're going to be working field number 4. Now we know the working width of this Vaterstat is 6 meters, so we're going to double that up to 12. The one thing I am going to do though is I'm going to take 1 meter off of this just to make sure my overlay and my turns are such that everything gets good coverage. So we're going to go down to 11 meters on that. I know that's wasteful, but well, it makes sure the field gets done. In real life, you'd want to be right on the numbers, but you know, we're having automation do this. So, all right, no headland, going east, south. There we go. So there's our course. Now in the lane offset, this one's going to be offset. Now half the working width is 3 meters. You know, we have a 6 meter working width. And look, I know that the working width is actually a little bit more than 6 meters. It's almost 7 meters at times with this particular device. But I'm going to set this up for a working width of 6 meters. And I'm going to cut that in half to 3 meters. And then I'm going to take just a 1/10 of a meter off just for overlap to make sure that we get good coverage. Alright? So, that's that. Alright, symmetric lane change is active. Four-wheel drive is active. I can go ahead and pull this guy up here now that they have done their thing and have are starting to work north and south on the field. I can go ahead and pull up here. I can start my tool. I wish I could turn ridge markers off before it even starts. Lower that down, and I don't even remember the command for ridge markers. Let's look real quick. Field sower, ridge marker. There we go. It's on the right button. Is it this one? It is that one. There we go. Alright, so we're good to go on that. Drive course. Stop driver. Forgot to put it into field and seed mode. Drive course. Get rid of the ridge markers. Manual. There we go. And I don't like the ridge markers on this. Sometimes they don't work properly, and they will actually mess up the planting. So that's the reason I'm turning the ridge markers off. Alright, so in here we go. Fire up the John Deere, go get the other seeder, head back out to the field. We'll rinse and repeat, do the exact same thing that we just did, and we'll get this thing seeding. So anyways, seems like most of you guys are happy with the fact that we're doing Manchester. It seems like, as one of the people put it, Manchester and Colborough are both good maps. It doesn't really matter which one you're working. So that's cool. I'm glad y'all are down with what we're doing, and everybody's happy so far. I didn't know if there were any big Colborough fans that were just like, why aren't we going back to Colborough, Moose? You're neglecting it. You're choosing the Canadians over the Brits. Yeah, look at all the tractors running around the field out there. Alright, so let's go ahead and lower this. Let's go ahead and get into here. We'll pick the fertilizer mode this time so we actually have the proper selection going. Get out of the fence way because it's coming in hot. And we'll go ahead and get our course laid out. Again, we're going field number 4. Working width of 11 meters. Starting corner is the northeast. Headed south, no headland, generate course, come here. We're going to be on the left side of the line at 2.9 meters. Activated, get over here. It's that easy. Turn it on, pull into the field, lower the unit, drive a little bit forward, drive course, ridge markers manual, get rid of that ridge marker. Oops, stop what you're doing, go canola. Ooh, that was a mistake. Oh well, so the first little bit of this is planted in canola, which means I'm gonna have to come back and reseed that little bit. I'll end up, that down there that's green, I'm gonna end up having to bring the cultivator in, cultivate that little section and reseed it, but that'll be fine. I went a little too fast there. guy makes his turn, gets back into the line, drops his head, and goes. Very cool. Very cool looking out there with all of those tractors going across the field. That's pretty neat. That's teamwork, kids. That's big farm agriculture. No, I'm just kidding. If I can get the right screenshot here. Oh, I might have gotten it. Oh, try it again, try it again. Who knows? I might have gotten a pretty cool screenshot out of that. Alright, so all of this is rolling. Hell, I ain't got nothing to do. I don't like the fact that these things are missing that little bit of an edge there. I might be able to take care of that at the end. So I made a comment the other day in one of the videos, and I thought I would go ahead and clear this up. I made a comment the other day when I was talking about setting a work shed in place over there, or a tool shed in place. And I made the comment about I needed to bring over my cultivator over here and cut the grass or knock the grass down or whatever. And somebody made a comment about whether they were joking around or whatever. They made a comment to the effect of, what mod do you use to make cultivator mow grass? Mine won't mow grass. I wasn't really saying that I was going to use a cultivator to mow the grass as much as what I do is I use a cultivator to knock the grass down. In this particular game, if you take a cultivator and you drag it through grass, it gets rid of the grass. It leaves the green texture there, but the blades of grass go away and they never come back. And so when I'm placing any sort of placeable object, whether it be a fruit stand or a greenhouse, a shed, something like that, where I don't want the grass to be growing underneath it, what I do is I run through that area with my cultivator, knock all the grass leaves down, or blades of grass away, so that all I'm left with is the green texture. And then I place my object down and the blades of grass won't poke through the floor and or anything else like that. It's just a little trick I've learned. And so when I said that, I wasn't talking about actually mowing grass with the cultivator. So, and he may not have taken it that way. He may have been being he may have been just messing with me and joking around. But even so, the fact that he said that just sits in my mind. There might be somebody listening that thought, I didn't know you could mow grass with a cultivator. Trust me, it happens. It blows my mind how much it happens. I was going to get this guy and go do something with him, but at the same time, this guy over here is almost done, so I might as well go get him out of the field. This guy. This guy is done. Why did he miss that little bitty bit there? I guess the other tractor will get it. Alright, so that's a good looking field now. It is looking good. Alright, so this guy is finished. We can go ahead and stop him, fold up that, and get him out of the field. And we'll go put him away, get courseplay off the screen, because I always hate that thing being in my face. And we have our planting of 4 almost done. Which means we can fast track time and start with the harvest of the soybeans and the corn and all that good stuff. So my game plan for next week is going to be basically Manchester, Colborough. And I think that's kind of what we'll start doing. But again, keep in mind, I am not setting a schedule that is set in stone. If I do 3 days on Manchester and we're in the middle of something on Manchester, I will more than likely not switch over to Colborough. That's just kind of the way I do things. If I am, you know, in the middle of something where it's building up to something, you know, we've done something and we're looking forward to a big harvest, yada yada yada, then I'm going to stick with it until we finish, and then we can move back over to Colborough. Alright, so let's grab this guy and stop the driver, get rid of that, get out of the field, and we'll go put this guy up real quick. But that's sort of what I'm thinking now, is 3 days on Manchester, 2 days on Colborough, and then rinse and repeat. And then on the weekends we'll probably do the forestry stuff. My hope is that on Fridays Recon and I can do some multiplayer, and maybe when Landy gets back he'll get involved as well. It'd be cool to get Raven involved because he's back to playing a little bit. So if we could get everybody into it and we could do a Friday night multiplayer, that would be neat. That's right. Looks like it. Alright, so all that's put up. Alright, so like I said, over the weekend, I'm not going to do any new farm sim videos this weekend. As soon as I say that, there's a good chance I'll do one. Like I said, if Recon comes in tonight and said, well, I know it's not going to happen tonight because I have a function to go to this evening, so I know we're not going to do any multiplayer tonight. So yeah, no farm sim over the weekend. I'm probably do some LSPDFR or something like that over the weekend, and then we'll get back into the farm sim on Monday. But no farm sim this weekend. I know y'all are gonna go through withdrawals, right? Come on, man. Do some forestry. Oh, you know what? Dumb me. You know what? I'll just do it. I didn't think about that. I talked about it and forgot completely about it. Got to fix my boo-boo. Let's go. Come on. Let's go fix this mistake. funny. I can see how far out it was. Sometimes I can't see it right now. Alright, that should give me enough to get rid of all of it. Just to be safe, I'm gonna go just a little bit more. That'll work. Silly mistake, and I gotta pay for it. And just because I'm gonna do this manually, I'm gonna go the whole length of the field. Just so I don't end up with any stupidity in here. Any tram lines. Am I gonna clip that tree? Just missed it. So this is probably gonna take 2 passes with the seeder to get it right. But that should get rid of. I don't see any green down there. So that'll clear that out. So you travel down here and see what happens. But yeah, I don't see any green down here, so I think we took enough to get rid of it. So there won't be any soybean down here messing us up. And then when the seeders are done, we'll just come back up here and seed that path real quick. Stupid mistake, easy fix. It won't take that long to correct. Alrighty. One thing I've come to realize, I got too many video games I'm trying to play right now. I got World of Warships, which I really enjoy, that you need to grind out levels on. I got the LSPDFR that I'm really enjoying, having fun. I got my Farm Sim that I do on a religious basis. Then I got the Fishing Planet that I'm sort of addicted to and want to play all the time. And all those games. And then I've got a couple of other ones. It's just, man, I got too many of them. Too many. Euro Truck. Saw some more video of American Truck Simulator yesterday from, is it Frankfurt, where the big gaming conference is going on right now over in Europe? I believe that's where it's at. And they're over there demoing it once again. And somebody said the words finalizing a release date. So I'm hoping that means we're not too far off. Cannot wait for that. That's going to be fun. Of course, that'll mean I need to go bust out little dough and go get myself a G27. I saw the new, is it G37? Is that the numbers on what they're calling the new Logitech steering wheel? It, I don't know. It looked almost like a, I don't know, it looked, so many buttons on the steering wheel, it didn't look that good. Gonna have to do a little looking into that. I think I might stick with the G27, but the good thing about it is G37 comes out and everybody gets all up on the G37. The price of the G27 will go in the gutter. Alright, so just gonna grab this guy while they're seeding that field over there. I'm gonna grab this and move over to this field and do a little trimming over here. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this field, give it another haircut, and just keep working on building up our inventories. Get that off screen. I don't want to see it. And so we'll mow a little grass here while I'm waiting on the seeders to get done. Not that many weeds in this field. This is pretty much weed free, I see. Maybe if you keep it cut, you don't get a whole bunch of weeds in it. I don't know. I know that hose housing field that I was using for grass, it constantly was getting weeds in it. Now, Castaway Dave heard what I said yesterday about spraying grass, and he did point out that as far as herbicide goes on these, you pretty much can use, according to him, you can use just about whatever you want to use. And that he says he uses herbicide A. So, that's good to know. Anyways. Well, right up next to the train tracks. Since we know this is an abandoned line, the train never comes through unless you look up in the clouds. Alright, so, but it seems to be like the grass is mowing fine, so I don't tend to spray it or anything until we have an issue with it. But if you look, like, the soil moisture is at 1%, nutrients are at 0, the pK is at 1. I don't know. I'll see how much grass I get out of here. What I'll do is look at how much grass I've got in storage, and then I'll look at the amount of grass that I get off of this cut, and if the if the yield isn't anywhere close to what the other yield was, then I'll go ahead and, you know, do some spraying. Alright, that one seeder is finished. Let's jump over here. This guy's done. Stop driver. Roll him up to the top part of the field up here. Get rid of course play. Oh, it's not going to get it in one pass. It's going to take two. So, let's just be smart about this. So we fix our little mistake that we made. Get that done. And nobody but us will be any the wiser. Is this little strip really worth it? Who cares? Do it anyways. While I'm at it, oops, might as well just run down this edge, get some of these little places that got missed. I know that's very little, and it just is the way it is. Just gets rid of all that swath that was laying up here. Or chopped straw. Alright. So those guys are done. Let's get the John Deere turned off so we're not paying help. Wrong button. Stop the driver. Get rid of that. Alright, well, field 4 is seeded. The only thing we really need to do now is put a little water in it. Y'all, I kept pulling my head up, trying to get that camera to come up. I was like, why isn't it moving? It was like, oh yeah, this one doesn't work with Track IR. Silly, silly. Alright, so we'll put this guy away. And that was a nice quick planting, wasn't it? I mean, a lot of times it takes us 2, 3, 4 episodes to get our planting done, and we got this one done in 2. That worked out good. Quick and efficient. Like that. Like that a lot. Alright. Let's get this guy parked back over here in his little cubby hole. Alright. Get this guy and park him. Whoa. Come on, don't be so squirrely. Well, that's good, good, good. So what are we going to put in field 6 and 7 next is the next one. I think we need to do another batch of oats for sure. Because oats and soybeans are going to pay us really good. I definitely think we ought to put a load of oats in the field. And maybe another thing of corn, since we're going to get a miserable yield off of our corn since I've just basically destroyed it. Since I'm basically going to burn it up and we're only going to get about 75% of our yield out of it. That's a little off. Sorry about that. I had to cough really, really bad all of a sudden. One of these days, I'm going to have to wash all these tractors. The ones on Colborough are really, really bad. Alright. So that is done. Those are done. I could go water right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to continue to mow a little bit of grass. And probably wrap this video up. Because I don't think y'all want to sit and watch me mow grass. I don't know, maybe you do. And I don't have a whole lot more that we can talk about today. But again, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I'll have some videos up over the weekend, probably just short little videos, 30, 40 minutes. And then we will be back on Monday with more Manchester and more farm sim. So, look forward to that. Maybe there'll be a decent mod or two come out over the weekend that we can check out. And we'll go from there. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video today. The next video shall be harvesting of the soybeans and the corn. That will be where we're at next week. So we'll pick up with that, and we'll see how that goes, see what our yields are on those numbers. And I'll probably do this mowing off camera, and if I find out anything interesting about mowing grass, I'll let you know about it. And as far as the yields go with the soil mod in, but I'm imagining with this volunteer grass over here, we probably going to get about the same amount of grass as we normally get. I would think the soil mod's not as critical for grass mowing or for growing grass as it is for growing crops. Though I would think the soil moisture content might need to come up a little bit. Anywho, have a good weekend, guys. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video. And man, I have to say, by Monday we will probably be at 2,000 subscribers, because we just kind of zoomed through 17 and 1800. When I looked today, I think we were at 1850, which is awesome, and I'm really excited. And thanks for all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I do a new video each and every day, and I'm always it's pretty humbling that you guys watch on a consistent basis, and I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys enjoy the content. Please comment, let me know what you like, what you dislike. And to that one guy that dislikes every one of my videos, thanks for watching, buddy. You make my day now. Until tomorrow, or actually until Monday with the farm sim stuff, y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.